Welcome back. This episode starts off right as they get into a fight with the 7 conflagrations. We're just getting ready to roll initiative. We're going to see how that fight goes. At the end, though, again, it's more than them just having to destroy its form in the shadow. They've got to figure out a little more of what's going on here. And also, there's a problem of potential other tormented spirits in the house directly to their right. See how they do. All right, so now we're going to do initiative really quick. All right, so...
Oh, wait. Do I get anything? Oh, I do get plus
Russ
1 to my
is like
initiative.
15.
So
Okay.
Nate's at 14. What's Russ at? 15?
15.
Hey, Ray, since I'm in Garu, I get plus 1 to my initiative, so I'm at 11.
Okay, 11. Jeff, what are you at?
9.
9. Chris, what are you at?
What does
What form are you in?
I'm in Rochelle.
Rochelle gives you plus 2 to your initiative.
Okay, so then I'm at 11.
Actually, 15, 17 for me.
All right, I guess I'm at an 8 because for some reason I have a -2 on my roll.
That's weird.
Why?
Try it
That doesn't make any
again.
sense.
Corey, what was yours again? I apologize.
11.
11. Okay.
I thought maybe it was like
I know why. It's because I have the Crimson Fox.
Oh, it's your weapon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now it's a 6.
Okay. So that's the -2, all right? So what is your total initiative?
That was the -2. So my initiative would have been. They were taking it to 8, but in this form is another +2, so a total of 10.
Okay. Cool. And I will roll the initiative for the conflagrations, 1d10.
gosh.
All right. And then I'll roll one for its spirits.
Hey, they're going before or after me. Finally, somebody.
All right, Russ, you're at the top of the round. This spirit has just coalesced into being as you see it. Yes.
I have pack triumphs together.
Okay. You want to activate the gift?
It is instant duration for the scene.
Yep.
When the pack comes together, it does so as a well-oiled machine. The voice of the Uratha with this facet is a key cog within the pack's engine. The facet may be activated when rolling initiative at the beginning of a combat. After all initiative scores are rolled,
Yep.
the Uratha and all targeted pack mates may move their initiative up to match the highest initiative rolled by any pack mates. Alternatively, the facet may be activated outside of combat during teamwork action, granting all targeted pack mates 8 again on teamwork rolls towards accomplishment of that action for the rest of the scene.
All right.
So we all move.
So was it
To
one?
Russ's
highest
initiative.
It's one essence.
One essence per pack mate affected.
All right. So 1, 2,
that's
3, 4, 5.
5.
All right. So everybody's at initiative 17. Who wants to go first? I think Russ should open this up with the
Russ.
fucking
Yes.
alpha
Russ
strike.
made the roll.
Yes,
Yep.
stab the shit out of it, Russ. You can do it.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
You're the sneaky bastard that wounds it for us anyways.
Yeah.
You got all that sneaky shit.
Where is it? Because, eviscerate.
Yeah, I knew this was coming. This is a bad day for this spirit, everybody.
Yaraka's first strike is often the last of the fight. My attack is now a rote action.
Yeah.
Yes, Russ.
So before you roll, his defense is a 4.
Unarmed.
Don't forget you have and then your damage is based on 2 lethal because you're in Garu, right? Oh yeah. Is everybody going to Garu form?
Yes.
Guy.
Cyrus.
Yes.
All right. First off, Cyrus, heal all your damage.
Okay.
As soon as you assume the form, boom, it all heals.
And God said, "Be healed, my child."
Oh, you're missing bonuses there. You get more strength
Yeah.
from your form.
Oh.
Yeah, plus 3 strength.
Yeah, so you get plus 3 strength for your form.
So 3 more dice.
2 more successes. One. Roll it again.
Well, hold on.
The 2 rolls again because it's a road action.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And then
But-
the 10 rolls again because it's 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so I roll 2d10 more.
Wrecking that face, Russ.
Got 4 so far.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right.
Oh, well.
Hold on, you're missing some from the first one too. So 2 of the ones that went through. So you have to roll another 4 dice because out of the 6 dice you rolled, you only got 2 successes. So you roll another 4.
Do it.
Go on, Mr. Rolls for route.
Yep.
This is silly power. I love it. It's so good.
Professor Power Gamer would be quite happy with this.
Yeah, Professor Power Gamers, please.
We've got
There's
another
5, and you get to
another
reroll
10.
again.
We roll the 10. This is just chuck
One
on.
die.
Hey Russ, while we're here, do you want to spend any of your dice for the player bonus?
Oh yeah, do you want to take any of those dice for the player bonus, Russ? Like all of them?
We might need that. Just saying.
Or spend a willpower for 3 more.
I have a feeling that this is not the last encounter of this.
Because right now, with your claws and Garu, you're looking at 7 damage because you had +2 base for your damage when Garu from your claws.
You know what? I will do the willpower for 3 more.
Okay.
I don't do magic, Morty.
Russ has
I
just
have
decided
one
to
takes
attack
brains,
guy
the
in
other takes dark
particular.
eyeliner.
Another
Hey, we got
dungeon.
another. We got some more
Puppies.
biddies.
Jesus. You guys are getting... You're the beast today, and they're just feeding you guys.
Roll another one.
We have been
Roll
granted
that
more
10
biddies.
again.
So that's 8.
They want to see us succeed.
This is why
1, 2.
that auspice
3.
and tribe are lethal.
Wow. All right, so...
You ain't done.
My God.
You ain't done, man.
Reroll a 10.
That's another 10.
Oh my god. What is going... What
So
is
that's what?
happening?
Is that 10 lethal right now?
Yeah.
10 lethal. God damn, bro.
So... So Robert being shrouded...
Jesus was in that strike.
with his Robert being shrouded with his shadow pelt slides around behind this thing, and as the conflagrations turn to see those of you that it can see that aren't hidden, it starts to shout and steam and flames starting to shoot out from his mouth as it's screaming at you all in the first tongue, and then Robert out of nowhere just comes from behind it and just shanks it with both claws on the sides, grabs and just tears it apart. It had 5 corpus left, guys. Like it was coming home for a reason.
No.
Didn't that gift say the first strike is the last strike?
It
Yeah,
did.
Gift wasn't fucking lying.
It did. So you guys will all get buffeted by a heat wave as it literally gets ripped asunder by your packmate, and its essence explodes into the air around it. You won't take any damage. It'll just kind of stagger you a little bit. And then you'll see like motes of flame start flying in through the door of the house.
Yeah, it's time to go in and finish the job.
I'd say I will actually step out of stealth and just be sitting there doing this for a second. Very quietly applauding my tribe brother over there.
All right, so let's zoom this in a little bit so we can all see. All right, so when you guys step into this house in the shadow, the first thing you notice is there's a lot of burn marks, a lot of charred on all the floor. Now I know that for those in chat, this is going to be a little bit out of focus, maybe. This image size I was working with is a little smaller than what I thought it was going to be, so I had to expand it, and it kind of lost resolution. So I apologize for that. But what you do see, and let me pull these up for you a little larger, are several types of spirits that are in here. Well, actually 2. You have fire spirits, like here. And you have these other black spirits that look like serpents, almost like aliens, like from the movie. Let me pull it up. They are rather big. But they're spirits of pain and misery. Let me enlarge this. This is what they look like.
Oh, that looks happy.
Yeah. They're pain spirits. They're spirits of suffering that are here in this house because a lot of people died in this house. This house also has a emanation of a locust in the back, but it's weak. Now, the flame spirits, I'll just enlarge one of the tokens here. They're just whiffs of fire that are kind of in the shape of skulls in this house in particular because of the deaths that occurred here. And they got molded by that. Now, you also do feel, and all of you smell, that seeping wound scent that you got from all the wounds that you've come across so far in the shadow. Now, immediately as you guys walk in, there's a pain spirit right in front of you. It's writhing. It's raising up out of the charred remnants of the floor in the shadow. It's just looking at you. It's not attacking, But as you guys look at it, you will see those motes of flame start going straight down that hallway in front of you.
I would like to howl,
Okay.
and I will spend a willpower for 3 extra dice.
You have a bunch of bonus ones here too, just so you know.
Yeah, but we had a lot of combat coming up, so.
What you howling for?
Yeah, what are your howling for?
War howl. Oh, it's 1 success.
What did it do?
That's War Howl. Success. All members of the pack within earshot gain +1 lethal on your brawl and weaponry attacks for the duration of the facet.
Well, the great thing
For
is
next-
I don't have to worry about dropping out. So
Yeah, it's 1 turn per success, so that's only 1 turn.
Not bad though. All right, so what do you guys want to do? I'm gonna keep you at the 17 because fuck it. That's just crazy shit. You guys basically charge in the house right after the fire motes start flying through here. The remnants of the the creature you just ripped apart. Now, what you do see here as the warhowl goes out and reverberates through the shadow around you, these spirits are here. They're all twisted. So even the pain spirits in front of you, they're off. Something's wrong about them. They're not quite, all there. They're probably driven a little bit crazy from the wound that's inside. But right now, you have somebody who has their shadow mask on, who's already intimidating as fuck. You have a mount of Uratha in Garu form just staring here. So it's kind of keeping its distance for the moment. It's not attacking quite yet. So what do y'all want to do?
I would like to continue to stare at it, but use shadow gaze.
What does that do, sir?
Basically, if I succeed, I learn the spirit's bane or ban, or potentially both
Oh.
if it's an exceptional
lost Corey.
success.
we lost Corey.
Oh, it's a good day. Give me just a second. So, fair enough.
Basically, I know it's shit.
But do you really know it?
I don't know.
can-
I don't know it
can sense
until I
the
know
bitch
it.
in its soul.
The sheer amount of bitch coming out of this soul.
All right.
Yeah, basically, what's this say? Like, I learned one of those two things or both of those things, and then
depending on what your successes are.
yeah, I can add my wisdom to all empathy rolls when made with interacting. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So that's what I want to do, so I know what we're dealing with.
All right. Go ahead and give it a roll. Let's see what happens.
Good.
Damn.
Damn!
That's an exceptional success. So you get Bane and
Yes,
Ban.
it is.
Yeah.
So the Bane and Ban are actually tied together. The Bane is it can't approach anybody if they're being tended to. Like it's spirit of pain and suffering. So if somebody's being tended to and their wounds are being healed and they're not wounded, it can't really infect you or use any of its dread powers against you. It can only physically assault you. They can't influence you or feed off of your pain. Corey just said his internet shit the bed. He's gonna need a couple minutes, so we'll continue on while this goes on. Its Bane, however, is anything that will be used that could be used.
Did we just lose Russ too?
We just did.
No, he
Oh no,
just-
he'll be right back. All right.
Oh no, be right back. Okay.
Cool. That was like, oh shit. The dominoes started to fall. Its Bane is anything that can be used as an instrument of healing. Like
Okay.
it cannot abide that in its presence. And if it's surrounded by either comforting or anything that would soothe or aid in healing, it shrivels and its essence bleeds out.
Okay. I'll just mention that to the group as we move forward. The spirits, these pain spirits, if you can heal, if you can do anything to ease pain, I would suggest using it now, because they will reel from us, because they are spirits of pain and suffering and misery, and they do not like love. They do not like to feel good.
I took medicine. I
Yeah.
could start, mending wounds on people.
Let's all go and give it a big old hug.
Luckily, none of you are wounded.
Hug you.
But it's difficult. Like if you had like a healing spirit with you,
Yeah.
they would completely eradicate this thing.
Well,
Now,
I guess what I'll do is I'll just start talking about the love of Jesus and how even in the darkest of places, his love will permeate.
meanwhile, I
He
will.
cured the blind. He healed lepers. He rose Lazarus from the dead.
I will drop Predator's claim and start talking about I will give you words of comfort. I will give you words of secrece. I will hug you if you don't leave.
Threaten the spirits with the hug.
I
I
am
love
threatening
you.
a spirit
A
with a hug, damn it.
A hug in Jesus.
But I am
These
doing it
spirits
very
we love too,
empathetically.
Craig.
It
I
will
will
leave.
intimidate the shit out of you empathetically.
No,
With-
no, I am not intimidating the shit out of it. I
Well,
am being
love the
very
f-
empathetic. I get
No,
extra
love
dice
the
for
fuck
that.
out of you.
Between the two
I'm
of
gonna
you,
clean your bathroom.
between the two of
Oh,
you,
thank you.
one with the Predator's claim, and two with silly shit that we got going from Cyrus, this thing just leaves.
I
It's
mean,
like,
you call
what
it
the
silly.
fuck?
I call it love. I call it resurrection. I call it redemption. You know, you can call it silly.
Faith is comforting, and it does not like comfort.
But misery seems to be leaving, and yet here we still stand. So you tell me what's silly.
They're all starting to be like, nope, fuck this. No, we are no. There is a no.
I even make misery miserable.
You do
Yeah.
make miserable, miserable.
So they start pulling back.
Can we get those water spirits to fight these fire spirits in here?
You guys do see the glow of the fire spirits start moving towards the hall.
I would like to
You're all right, Corey.
utilize. I would like to utilize my presence and my persuasion. I would like the water spirits to now come into the house and saturate the walls, the floors, the ceilings. I want to make it rain in this motherfucker.
I will start singing and I will always love you.
Y'all are crazy.
Okay. That's even where I give up. I'm leaving with the misery spirits.
Yeah,
No.
that's like, we're all gonna head out after that one.
No, Celine Dion's where I draw the line.
That's
Right,
not Celine
absolutely.
Dion.
Yeah. Either way, the point's made. Somebody crossed the line here tonight.
How
that
powerful are
doable,
these fire spirits?
What's that? They look like they're probably a rank 1, maybe 2 at the most. So gafflings or
Oh.
jaglings.
So they're not
How
happy
hard
with
would
my
it be to
presence.
eat one?
What's that?
How hard would
Is
it
that
be to
doable?
capture and eat one?
Oh,
I need
you
to
still
replace
gotta
some essence.
still gotta beat it down.
Ray, is that doable? What I had said?
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Oh, convincing the water spirits to come in and saturate the walls, the floors, the ceilings.
Yes, technically. You could hop out and do it. You'll have to leave Garu
Yeah.
for him though.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
quickly
definitely.
Give them essence.
I'll drop down to Urshan and I'll just step outside and do that. Convince them to come in and start saturating the whole place. I'll even add more water when we get to the bathroom. I'll break the water main. I'll promise them that I'll bring their friends.
Manipulation plus your persuasion.
Okay.
False promises, maybe? Are you lying to them?
I'm not lying to them. I actually will break the water main when we get that far into the house.
Oh,
I know that goes against,
Corey
like,
has returned.
Welcome.
You know,
back.
Vincent's got to mix it up. He can't always be one way or the other. That way they're
Right,
never sure.
I can't always be a dick.
Yeah, I started off
I
being
mean, you
nice,
can.
then I was an asshole, then I told the spirit I'd hug it.
Yeah, that
Two
scared it.
successes works for me.
Okay, there we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I got 2 successes. That'll work.
All right.
Come on, boys! There's a fucking pool party in this house.
So you guys will feel the water spirits rush through the door. There's like the 5 that were out there. The 5 little gafflings will rush in and see the fire spirits in front of you. Here's where things get weird because they just start soaking the inside of this building, and the fire spirits start getting pushed back. Now, what you do notice is that around this back part of the hallway, let me move the screen here for everybody else at home playing the home game. Once they get to this back part of the hallway here, the water starts evaporating as soon as it starts hitting them.
Quickly to the
Like I
bathroom.
said, I'm gonna be as we get further into the house. I'll bust the toilet so it starts rushing out there. When we get to the bathroom or the sinks will get broken. Everything that emanates water is getting added to this.
So
once we make
you've-
it that far, not right now. Obviously.
Right, well, you've got to get into the physical to do that.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you're in the
Yeah,
shadow
yeah.
right now. There is a locust
I'll
in this
come
building. You can feel the gauntlet getting weaker, but you just haven't found it yet.
All right. Well, then when we find the locust, I'll be able to do that for him.
All right. So the spirits that are with you are mainly in the foyer here with you, the front room, as we call it.
Hold on. Stream is being fucky. Oh, there we go. Okay.
We good?
I was making sure it didn't drop for anybody else, just me.
Fair enough. So the water spirits stay in the front room with you guys. They're not passing the door here right now. Not without backup. They've coated everything in the main area, like around here and around here and around here.
Look, there's a toilet right there.
Can we move?
But we have to be in the physical.
Yeah, you can move. Yeah, you gotta be invisible to break shit. You guys are in the
1,
shadow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's good enough.
What the hell's
I'll
my
start
speed?
moving.
9, 2,
My
3, 4,
speed.
5, 6, 7.
What is my speed?
9.
My speed is 13. Oh, I can actually move more. Hold on. And don't forget to check your form too.
Yeah, form can give you a
Plus
speed
7.
bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
plus
I should
7.
check that.
Oh, wow.
So-
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I
Yes.
get another 4 for that. All right. Sorry.
My speed is redonkulous.
Huh.
Yeah, my
Hello.
speed in this form is fucking 20. So
All right. So,
I'm going to hug every pain spirit here if they don't leave.
well, right now you're by 2 fire spirits. You can hug them if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it.
No, those ones I'm not overly worried about hugging at the moment.
Okay.
Well, are we in Garu or are we in? Well,
I'm in
I'm in
Garu.
I'm in Urshal.
okay.
Yeah, I have to drop down to Urshal. I can't afford to lose my shit.
Well, so
I can
you-
do it without a problem, so.
So you guys technically still are going. You just spent one more turn. So that's 2 turns now that you spent in Garu. You have a number of turns equal to your stamina and moral in your human form, plus your primal urge.
I'm gonna shift to Daru because I don't want to.
So you're
I'm
downshifting.
getting pretty close. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
shifting to Daru.
So here's the thing: it's still the same scene.
Right.
So you guys can't pop Garu once you leave it. You can do it once per
Yeah,
scene.
but
I know you.
I only got 3 rounds.
Yeah, I know you guys are pushing close. I'm just letting you know that you will not be able to reassume Garu if you drop it now.
All right, then I'll have to stay in Garu for him.
Okay, so you will
I'll-
just start risking the rage after the next turn for William because there's
I'll
only
have
2.
to, yeah, I'll have to drop it at 3.
Okay. So we've got Vincent and Urshal. We've got Linnea and Garu. William and Garu. What's Cyrus in?
Yes. Anyways, yeah, I'm in Garu,
Okay. Corey? Ethan?
Daru.
of which I get 3 rounds.
Okay, so this is round 2. Robert?
Garu.
Okay, how many rounds do you have?
I just popped it before I exploded the dude.
Right, this is the second turn of that. So how many turns do you get to be in Garu for? Human stamina plus primal urge.
Couple 2 tree.
So primal urge 5.
Well, okay.
That's my boy.
You're good for a while. You're good for a
Stamina,
while.
stamina 3, primal urge 2.
All right. So everybody can move number of squares equal to your speed.
So
Don't forget, form gives you extra speed.
Yep.
Usually.
Based on what form
Garu
you're in.
gives you
four,
plus
five.
4.
6, 7,
And
8.
Nate, if it's easier for you with yours, you can just click on your token and use your arrow keys to move too.
My token.
Yep, you got one right in the hill. Looks like Colonel Sanders.
Please hold.
Just kidding, he doesn't. Kind of
He
does.
looks like Colonel Sanders, don't lie.
What? Your speed increases to what in Garu form?
In
Plus
Garu
It
form,
adds
plus
four.
Plus
4.
5.
Plus
Or plus 4,
4.
yeah.
You
Get
guys
outta
get
here.
fast on that shit.
Where am I at? Okay.
Urshal gives you 7.
In Urshal, I run at 20. So,
Okay. You probably already explained this, but like each square is
5 feet. But I'm just let you guys do like your essentially your
movement is square.
speed and squares. Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's not a big deal. Not too. I'm more about like just general placement as opposed to like keeping track of exactly how far you move to the space to the foot. You know.
What is it that affects your speed?
Your form.
Dexterity
Dexterity,
It's,
usually.
and
yeah,
strength, I believe.
it's strength plus dexterity plus size. I want to say.
Okay.
Don't forget to add your strength, because based on what form you're in, actually to your sheet, because that will alter your speed.
Don't add it to your sheet unless you put it in notes, because you don't forget to change it after you shift. That's the
Right.
problem with adding it to your sheet, is that you may forget to unclick some of those dots, and it's like everything's screwed up now. So if you're
I
doing
just roll an extra dice.
yeah, just put notations like under gifts or rights or wherever else you want to. Can you move, Ross?
Yeah, I'm just
Thinking.
thinking.
You can pass through other like pack mates. That's fine if your speed
It's a
will allow you
weird
to.
place for a kitchen.
Where's kitchen?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the place with pointy knife.
I see it now.
Boobel's over here hoping this house is insured for water damage. I kind of don't think anybody lives here anymore, Boobel.
So as you guys all charge
Water,
through that
fire.
hallway,
Only fire lives here now. Fire and
there's,
pain.
there's charred remnants of like bits of the wall and the plaster that had kind of peeled back, like the wallpaper from the fire. Everything inside here is like burned. It's really bad in certain spots, like as you pass the living room where a lot of those spirits are at least those two that you can see as you run past the doorway there on your way towards the back hall further up north. There's a lot of them. It's not just the two you see, but there's like a lot formless spirits that are in the black of the char. They're kind of bubbling to life and slowly starting to manifest themselves. They're not able to come out yet because they're still like basically being birthed by all the misery and suffering that had welled into this place. Now this fire spirits, when we get to them, these are crazy, like the ones you guys dealt with inside that elderly couple's house. When they see you, their auras flare up, the temperature around them raises, and you can see that the water spirits are trying to splash you guys with water to protect you from the fire, but as soon as it hits you, it's all hissing away because the heat is being put off by these fire spirits. Now we have Cyrus and Linnea, and we have Vincent right by some spirits. Do you guys want to swing on them? I mean, is the
Yes.
the
I would
plan
like to
attack?
do that.
I mean, we might as well.
Let's go from the top down. Since we're all the same initiative, anyways, let's go at Cyrus.
Yeah. I'm gonna go smash spirit here. Let me figure this out real quick.
Sure.
This is a attack roll, and I have, I believe, +3 from my form, and I think
Yeah,
that's
for your
it.
strength. Yep. Its defense, don't roll yet, because you have to take away its defense. Its defense is a 2, so take 2 dice away from whatever you are getting ready to roll.
Defense. Okay.
You're in his home. He made it home, but you won't let him. Bow. 1 corpus marked off of that little bugger.
Wait,
so,
which one?
Yeah,
just
which
got
one you want to
smacked?
hit? The one below you or the one to your left?
The one below me.
Okay.
Ah. Okay, then I'll hit the one to your left.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a skilled fighter, guys. Just thought you should know.
It's quite all right. Not everybody can be perfect.
If you got a gun, I could fucking shoot him. You know, spend a lot of time outdoors.
That'd be hilarious. Shooting spirits in the shadow. This is my spirit bullet, bitch. Bow, bow. All right, Jesse.
So you Hakusho shit.
What
Spirit gun.
what's their
2.
thing?
Dos is their defense. Now, however, it is worthwhile to note that if you attack the same target, their defense goes down by 1 for every additional target beyond the first, or every time they get attacked beyond the first time.
That's fine.
That's the only one I can reach, so that's the one I'll be hitting when it's my turn.
Yeah, I'd say I don't want that one paying attention to him. I want it paying attention to me.
Okay.
And you actually you're in Garu form, so you actually
Yep.
do 3 lethal because it was 1 bonus to your 2.
That's true.
So that's 6.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Sink.
Yeah, you slash into this thing, and you, as your claws hit it from Garu Farm, you see its essence starts to bleed out and just kind of hisses into the air as you're slicing into it. It's almost discorporated by 1 shot. That's a lot of damage, Sick. That's pretty rough. Which leads us
I'm a
down
scary bitch.
to Vincent.
I will spend a willpower
Okay.
for the 3, and that'll give me +1 instead of +3 because I'll take the 2 from there. 0 successes. What? That's a
try
botch,
harder.
sir.
And you botched.
That's a botch, sir.
Oh no.
So I'll let it take an immediate attack against you.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it taking a physical attack or using a power?
It's taking a physical attack.
All right.
So, because it's literally right there, it's just going to rush its essence into you.
Right up.
What is your defense? I want to cut that in half. Round down.
My defense is is a 5. Cut in half, round down is a 2.
All right, so it gets only 4 dice.
That's at least 2. Reroll that 10.
Go.
Okay, so you'll take a total of 2 lethal.
That's an owie.
Yeah. As it
-1
basically
for Guru form. Or
rushes
-1 for
into-
your armor. Oh, you're not in Guru?
I'm not in Guru form.
He's
I
not
don't
Gru,
get the
he's an Urshal. So it'll rush its body over your spiritual fur, essentially, and just start singeing the hell out of you and burning you, essentially, from inside. You're being microwaved by a spirit, essentially.
Becoming Bernie head guy.
Now, for those that are behind them, it's really crowded up there. One person can slide up next to. Well, actually, no. If you took your movement already, you're kind of screwed. So you guys got up as far as you can. Those that get involved in this round. If you want to spend a willpower, those that I know are kind of suffering, on the edge of going into death rage, essentially. If they go another turn after this one, I'll let you guys take another movement if you spend a willpower. You can move another one. Hell, you can even burst through a wall. I'll let you do that because you're literally an engine of destruction in Garu.
I would like to spend 2 essence.
Okay,
I'm gonna frost blast one of them.
you do have that, yes. Which one do you want to target? This one is the one that just burned all over Vincent. This one, Linnea, is almost killed already.
I'm gonna go for the weaker link, so take that
Okay.
one out first.
All right, so you're rolling 8 dice.
Okay.
Since it's a ranged attack, it doesn't get its defense.
And it doesn't possess celerity.
It does not. Does not. Do you want to use any additional dice from the pool bonus or anything else?
Not on the wee ones.
Okay.
Oh Jesus!
2.
Oh,
of them.
jeez.
So
2 damage
you look at
plus
that?
the 2 damage plus the 1 base.
right. So that's total of 3. Yeah, it's gone. It only had like 1 corpus left. So that one goes bye-bye. That gets blasted. Does anybody else want to move up here and get a shot off of this one that's between Cyrus and everybody else?
I will spend the willpower to do so.
Okay. It will have no defense against you because it's literally surrounded entirely.
Okay, and I do an attack roll. And my damage is
Plus
2 lethal.
So you
Yes,
do a total
plus
of
2
4.
lethal. Yep.
Whip that ass.
Yeah, I need to weaken it so I could eat it.
Yeah, so you drive your claws to it. You get it to the verge of death, much like Linnea did when she slashed the other one. When your claws and Garu start slashing through its burning form, you literally kind of peel its essence off of Vincent and just start slashing into it while it's pinned against the spiritual wall behind it. It's nearly dead. You could, in essence, shift down to Urshal Net's turn and bite it and just start devouring its essence if you wanted to. And that's
Which
a
is what I'm going to do.
possibility. All right. So it is nearly dead since they're going last. These spirits are leaving because the power of Christ compels them.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Christ is love.
This one here is going to try to engulf the one that's between everybody is going to try to engulf with one last gasp. It's going to try to engulf Vincent again.
No, you will fail. The power of Christ tells you so.
Does it though?
I don't know. Nope. Clearly it
It
did
does not.
All right, so you'll take 2 lethal.
I'm at 4.
This one here that's by the doorway is going to use essentially Fire Blast on Cyrus.
It's gonna botch and accidentally hit me.
It's spending the 2 essence.
Do 2 essence. Well, don't forget, I do have a defense.
Not against ranged attacks, you don't.
But he does have the frost armor, so he doesn't take anything.
Yeah, so since you are in Garu, when this fire blast hits you, the wave of heat passes over your body and it melts that thin layer of frost you all have because you have that gift from Frostwolf. As that frost armor essentially like melts, it resolidifies instantly after the attack. Linnea's getting attacked by the other one, the blast as well.
You're welcome to try.
Oh, it is.
It's going.
Yeah.
You'll take 3 lethal.
Okay.
Do they do base or is it straight up dice roll for them?
It's
1 base plus the dice roll.
And you took out the 1 dice for my armor?
No, that's taken away from your damage. I mean,
depending on how many.
yeah, I mean, well, I'm just taking away from your damage for this because it's fire. You guys are so
Doing it again.
normally, yeah, armor would take 1 away from the roll, but since you guys have frost armor, just taking away from damage. It's actually more effective that way.
Yeah.
Right.
Agreed.
All right, Ray, I have a question.
Yes.
My triggers are packmates being wounded.
Oh,
So what does that entail? Because I have forgotten what I read about it.
yeah. All right. So
I think mine is
triggered.
territory.
Mine's pack. So pack member takes lethal damage as passive trigger.
yeah.
Oh shit!
Seeing
is mine
someone
too.
attack a pack member is common trigger.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look up the triggers here because that's actually a really important thing because you all might.
I figured it was on my
mine's
sheet. It had to be
Oh,
territory.
important, but
Yeah.
I could not remember.
Yeah, the triggers are interesting.
Yeah, if those fucking
Yeah.
wolves come into our territory, I'll have my shit fucking fit to be tied. But right now, I'm good.
Basically, it's Frenchie check.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look for it really quick in here. Everybody's Harmony 7 right now, so it's specific triggers. So what's a specific trigger for the pack stuff for people? But we've got it for the most part. We just got to figure
Okay,
out
there it
what
is.
we're rolling.
Specific control. 1 minute. All right.
Yeah, so you're fine. You don't. Those who have pack as their trigger, seeing people right now get hit is not going to trigger you whatsoever.
Okay.
You're okay. It's if you cause damage at the level of harmony you guys have, if you cause
Right.
damage to a packmate, then you're getting in trouble. However, Jessie, people have the other. She was a target of a supernatural power. Hers is triggered.
When was I a target of a supernatural power?
I blasted you with fire.
Yep.
Oh. Okay. Is that what happened when you exploded? Or no, you just hit me. Okay, yeah.
No, I just threw. I did blast at you. When you encounter a trigger, you enter Wassail. All right, cool. So, Jesse, you need to make a resolve plus composure roll.
Okay. And I'll take a willpower to add 3 dice.
Okay.
Big baby chicken grease. So every time I see it, shit makes me laugh.
Okay, Nate. Yeah, this should be actually pretty quick, and then we can have you dodge out because this is probably getting wrapped here actually. After this quick scuffle.
Big baby chicken grease need a nappy nap.
Oh, that's your composure and resolve right there. All right, so 2, you're good. You do not fall towards the death rage.
Too much chalky milk and chicken nugs.
Yep.
Yep. So here's the deal. Since it's coming close to 11, I will let you guys cash those last 4 dice in to deal with these last spirits that are in this house.
I am eating
Sure.
till my essence is filled.
Okay.
So you can get refill your essence if you want to eat the 3 remaining spirits.
Nom nom nom.
I'm gonna just keep walking around threatening to hug all of the pain spirits.
However, oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing here. So these will all go kapoof, 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 kapoof. Now, what you guys do see is, I'm going to actually see if I can get the observer center in on this a little better. In this back room up here, this looks like where the fire had originally started. The wound is here. The big black stain on the ground is seeping just pure misery and like, I guess, agony into the air from the middle of the scorch marks. It looks like you're in some researcher's private office. Like, this is where he came in and did some of his stuff. You see a lot
Research
of...
is a soul-sucking job?
a lot of echoes in the shadow of the books that are here. The books themselves, like his bookshelf, is what is the locus. There's a lot of love and adoration given to the books that he has. And from what you can see in the reflection in the shadow, they're books on the Chicago fire.
But that just because they just from my occult knowledge and whatnot and what I am, just the literature and the love being put into these books, that wouldn't cause a wound.
It wouldn't. No, that wouldn't cause a wound, and also wouldn't just make it a loci. Something serious has to have been around, like some serious historical either inertia or events must have occurred around these books or involving them.
Is there something? Is there such thing as like a bad loci, or is
Yes.
the loci fine?
No, their loci can be twisted and be corrupt. They can corrupt as you would think of like negative energies, death, sacrifice, bloodshed, mass shootings. Those can all create loci that gather that type of essence that resonates with that misery. But that doesn't create a wound. A wound is something severe. These fires have been creating wounds. It just scorched the very essence of the shadow itself.
I'm just gonna circle around to kind of get closer to the desk, kind of like skirting the wound a bit. Just gonna kind of get closer to see if there is anything I can find on the desk that would maybe explain some of this.
Maybe if you were in the real world, sure. In the shadow, you're getting hazy impressions of things. Like the bookshelf is only
a locus. We could jump out, right?
Yeah. And as you kind of skirt that edge, you will see like these green and black veined, like kind of burned, like flaked skin hands start to kind of reach their way through the wounds in the shadow and try to grab at you. It's easy to avoid. They're moving slow, but whatever's in that wound, it's still trying to get to you. Like that hatred that has been infused into that wound in the shadow is trying to get you.
God, how many wounds do we have to deal with?
This makes 3.
Should we try to do like we I forget, what do we have to do to clean wounds? Or to purge them?
It'd take a long time.
You have to kill all the corrupted spirits around it, prevent other spirits from getting corrupted by coming in close proximity to it, and then find a way to change the resonance of the building.
Oof. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we have to do that in 3 distinct places now.
Yeah. That's a long, long haul project.
Well, the apartment building's recent and small. But the library is not small.
No, the library is not.
And this has been around for a while, so it's going to be even harder.
Yeah, this one's good. This one's, by the look of it, this burned down a little while ago, and it was just, it hasn't been.
This one will probably be the hardest.
So should we pop across?
Yeah.
No, we need to go downstairs to see if we can stop it from reforming.
There's no downstairs.
There's.
This is a 1-level house.
Okay, so it's literally this room is where it would be reforming.
Yeah.
Would this be where it went to?
This is where the moats were going.
Ray, I'm gonna use the locus and I'm gonna hop out into the real world, but I'm not gonna be in Urshal. I will be in
Dalu?
Or I will be in Urshal. I take that back. Not Urshan. I'll be in actual normal wolf form. Because I don't know. I could pass as a dog that wandered in if somebody's in here. I don't think there is, but just in case.
So you're going in Urhan. Okay, so we got Dalu and Urhan. Urshal is the near wolf. That's like your dire wolf form. Urhan is the wolf form.
Urhan is the wolf form. Yeah, that's the one I want to go to.
So when you cross over, the first thing your senses, especially in wolf form, are assaulted with is that stench of charred wood and melted plastic. It's an old fire. This place burned a couple weeks ago and has just been sitting here in the cold and the dampness from the fire department showing up and putting the fire out, and all that smell just permeated this entire building. Just charred wood, burned plastic. That aftermath of disaster that's kind of there. You can almost taste on your tongue. And you can see like the fire started right at that desk, like at the chair itself. The chair is like a melted heap of slag. And as Ethan steps over, he sees this too. The books on the shelf are all about the Chicago fire, every single one of them. And the book that was clearest in the shadow was written at the time of the fire.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head to the bathroom.
Okay.
I made a promise to some water spirits.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wreck the sink in the tub and get the water to start flowing.
So you're gonna shift to Dalu to be able to do that then, probably.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So you'll shift up to Dalu and just start ripping at piping. What does Ethan do while he's off doing this?
I'm gonna check around this room first, just to like I'll check the book that was the most vivid.
Okay.
And I'm gonna check around the desk too to see if I can find any clues as to what might have
So
started this.
the book itself was written as kind of like an account of the Chicago fire, the Great Fire. But then you'll notice in the margins, like there's insane scribblings about how it's in the first tongue, which is what's freaking you out a little bit. Like it's how the fuck. But then again, what you've seen so far, it kind of stands a reason. Maybe this guy got possessed, who the hell knows, or it was here in another body. But it's about waking that fire spirit back up.
So it's talking about wanting to wake up the spirit of the Great Chicago Fire.
Yes. On top of that, you start getting into, like, as you're skimming through pages here, once you get towards the back where the pages were more and more blank, there are more recent entries about somebody starting the fire and killing people in the fires to summon a great conflagration. And then at the end, it's the 7 conflagrations have arrived.
That sounds like some biblical shit to
Hey,
me.
Ray,
Yes.
I'm switching to Urhan.
Okay.
This is one of his safe places. I'm marking it.
Oh my god.
In the shadow or in the real? Both would work. Either one would work. Probably the shadow would be better.
I have to because of the drawback of nowhere to run.
Okay. That's hilarious. Fuck you, this is my house.
He's gonna pee on the couches, the beds.
Your character into peak when he knows his prey safe places. Your character must leave his mark on the location when he visits.
If there's shoes, he's gonna shit in them.
It can be as subtle as a scent, but must be something the prey can notice if she returns.
So Robert's marking the territory. Ethan's flipping through a book. Vincent's tearing apart like plumbing in the bathroom and the kitchen as well. You get water flowing.
Kitchen, yep.
People in the shadow that are still there can see the reflection of Ethan, like that very pale outline, only because he's handling that book itself, like the locus. You see a flickering of orange reddish light in that book as it starts to slowly grow again into a smoldering flame that has like one small skull, then a second skull. They start adding again, like you guys saw around the conflagrations.
I'm gonna give him the sense of warning through the fucking
Ethan.
pack link, like, hey, stop.
Ethan, in the real, that book's starting to get really warm. And you get that sense from Linnea, like, hey, whoa, stop, what are we doing?
I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't have the occult knowledge to know how to deal with something like this.
Cyrus and Linnea,
What?
for Cyrus and Linnea, you need to destroy that book. If that's how this thing keeps on manifesting, that book's got to go.
I mean, that's exactly what my character's going to do. It's like, he doesn't know how to stop it, so he's just going to brute force it and rip the book apart.
So you start ripping it apart, and you'll see on the edges as you tear and weaken the bindings and the paper, they start to smolder and turn orange like embers. In the shadow, that's not stopping it. He's
I'll
not
keep it.
for Linnea at least. He's not destroying it. He's just rending it into smaller pieces. So you have to destroy it.
Flashing warning sign. I'm actually gonna pop over, grab the book, and go into the bathroom and dunk it in water.
Okay. So she comes out of the shadow and just tears us the piece of the book out of Ethan's hands. And runs into the bathroom. There's water rushing everywhere. Like, you're splashing in the water. It's fucking sub-zero temperatures. That water's trying not to freeze right now. You bring the book into the bathroom, and the water starts flowing more freely again because it's getting hot now. And as you're holding it and trying to dump it into the water's on the floor and something in the tub, it starts steaming. It becomes something like a sauna.
I'm going to run into the other room. I'm gonna... Fuck it, why not? I'm gonna ask Frostwolf for as much of his his support as possible, and I'm going to... Am I still restricted by essence expenditure? from his pool?
No.
Okay. I'm going to spend. Let's see, I spent 2 before. He has a total pool of 14, right?
He has. You spent 2 essence earlier, so he has
Yeah.
currently 13.
13. Okay. Well, we'll eat some spirits later together. I'm going to spend 6 essence. And I'm going to frost blast this thing as it's trying to reform.
So let me check the. I'll half the defense for the conflag. It's at a total of 2 for you as it's halved. But I am going to spend my doom pool.
The NPC dice.
I am to add 4 more.
Do we know whose book this is?
You don't even know whose house you're in.
Shit.
And you know what? I haven't used any yet, so I'll spend a willpower to add to my pool.
Oh yeah, you think you're hot shit, huh? Okay, fine.
I mean, no, you're hot shit. I'm trying to stop the hot
You're
shit.
taking a total of whatever you end up your pool with finally. You're taking 6 dice away in total.
Okay. So, alright, so it does base 3 damage. It has 8 dice base,
Yeah, plus your
and
3.
I'm adding 3 to it.
So you're down to 7.
I'm down to 7?
Yep.
Shit. Okay.
He's down to 5 if it's 11 minus 6.
Why was I only subtracting 4? What the fuck is wrong with me? Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay.
But it's fine. You get a success.
Yeah. So 4 damage total then.
Yeah, actually, if I'm giving the book half the corpus of the thing rounded down, which was 9 originally, it's at 4. So you're dealing 4.
4 damage.
The book freezes as Linnea's got it dunked and is starting to steam everything up. Ethan walks in and you'll see his eyes flare this like bright blue, like this icy blue, as he reaches towards the tub where you've got it. You pull your hands back just in time as you feel Frostwolf's will and essence surge in Ethan and blast the tub, where the book is kind of floating and evaporating the water. All that water starts to freeze. All the steam in the air starts freezing in the crystals and falling onto the book itself, and it gets incredibly brittle. Once it hits the ice in the tub, it shatters. And the heat stops.
Ethan's just kind of squat. Ethan's gonna kind of squat down there beside the tub. Ooh.
Brain freeze.
Ooh. But more than just the brain.
You feel now that ban, that urge that Frostwold had to destroy this thing and hunt it down, that urge fails. Like, not fails, it fades.
Fades. We got him, mates. We got him.
Fucking score 1 for the good guys. I'll hold my hand up for like a high five.
What form were you in again? Okay.
He had to go.
You're in Valor.
He had to go to Dalu.
Okay, all right. High five.
About that point in time, Robert stops. He manages to successfully taint the entire structure here against a spirit who has been destroyed. Insult to injury.
He has rubbed his taint about.
All the other spirits have been driven off in the shadow. So when William's there and Cyrus in the shadow, there's nothing here except for the wound itself. That's still an issue. But that presence of the spirit reemerging is gone. The other spirits that have been driven off or destroyed are gone. And you guys are left in the house. Now, there is a bunch of shit to clean up. You have 3 wounds now to take care of. You have at least 1 host creature that you know of that was in the area that you managed to destroy. Thank you, Nyx.
Thank you, next.
Thanks.
You have the Pure with that dude with that crown, whatever the hell that was all about in the area. There's still a lot of work to be done for Forsaken Pack. But
And
First things first, in my opinion, and I'd bring it up to the group, obviously, the pack, is
Cyrus
the wound in our
Cyrus is
area.
apparently rolling around on the ground.
Yeah, the wound at the library.
The wound in our area, the library.
there's 2 in your area.
Yeah.
Oh, and the old people's house. That's right.
The old couple's house,
Those would be
and then the library.
Yeah,
those would be
those are the ones that
struggles.
are the most important. This falls into pure territory.
This, when you guys check, when you get out, since we'll do a pseudo wrap, no, it's not. They were outside their territory. You were getting close to it, but you skirted it. However, there are other options. You guys can seek out other packs in the area to kind of like whoever's closest to this, which would
That's-
probably be Slaughterhouse 5, to come take a
That's
look at
probably
it.
what we'd have to do.
So there's
Hey, you guys, you suck at
Right,
protecting
that's
your
a problem.
area.
that's not their area.
So
They're,
that's a problem
area.
for everybody.
they're like a mile or two away from here, but they're the closest ones outside of you.
Well, wounds are a problem for everybody, so I would
Yeah.
get a hold of everybody in the area if possible.
Yeah, so that's something that would be done as well. There's a lot of stuff still to pick up the pieces here, but honestly, I thought we were gonna have an issue with the spider host because that was bad. I thought somebody might try to pick a fight with the pure. That's also very bad. But this first small little adventure, you guys wrapped it. You're done. Like you got rid of the spirit and the source, and god damn it, Russ. God damn it.
Russ fucking one time.
All right, so that wrapped it up for us. We had a little bit of conversation afterwards about the game itself and like where we could go in the future if we revisit this game, but this pretty much wrapped this first little adventure we want to get involved with. And the whole idea was to get the pack a bit more familiar with the shadow, the relationships with spirits, and the fact that really when you step outside the territory you control, it's kind of a no man's land. You know, anything can be out there because the spirit, you know, courts and the other denizens of the shadow aren't really under your thumb because it's not your territory. You haven't managed to stake that claim and basically put yourself in the hierarchy. So at this point, there's a lot of stuff they want to do. They want to expand some territory. They want to see what's going on with that guy with the shadow crown. That's a big issue. That could lead to other issues with the pure. So there's a lot of things that they want to get done, but it went very well. We had a lot of fun with the game, and really, it was a lot of good times, a lot of a learning curve that we had to deal with. A lot of it was just brand new to all of us. So there's some missteps here and there that I messed up as a storyteller, and there's some things that we forgot to do. But all in all, it was fun. It was worth visiting as a game. It was worth visiting as a system. We'll definitely be going back, doing a deeper dive in the books, being a little more accurate. I'll up my game a little bit as a storyteller if we come back to Werewolf, which I'm pretty sure we will, because everybody had a blast. And people who watch this are going to have a lot of fun with us too. So if you liked it, leave comments below. We might do some more stuff. And again, if you like this type of video, we're going to be doing a lot more of them. So check out our Twitch channel. Check out, you know, the channel here are the videos we have. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want alerts when we go live with new stuff. So thanks for stopping by, guys. And as always, you know, have fun. We'll be back with more craziness, I'm sure. See ya.